Hey y'all, Jamie here. You guys, something happened down at the river the other day when I went to shoot that kayak video. Here, let me just show y'all.
You guys, look, I was just stopped on this little bank to eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, right? I'm about halfway down the river, and I'm sitting here and I'm just looking over at this roots in this tree, and look. Do you guys see that? What the hell is that? Do you guys see it? It looks like it's a piece of leather. Let's go see if we can find out what it is. It is. It's a book. How'd that get there? What? Oh, shit.
So yeah, I wasn't going to say anything because at first I thought, somebody was just messing with me. But the more I thought about it, only a couple of people knew where I was going that day. And they wouldn't do this. Plus, it's a wildlife protected area that I was in. People can't just get to it. Not to mention, the gravel bar that I just so happened to pull into that day isn't one that you'd typically stop at. I don't know. The thing that makes me think I should tell y'all is that the letter that was inside this journal when I found it, it's addressed to me. Not my government name. It says Milk, Honey, and Mayhem. Let me just show y'all. Milk, Honey, and Mayhem. You do not own this ledger. It owns you now. It finds a way into your hands when the veil thins, when something deep beneath Giles County begins to stir again. The ledger doesn't choose lightly. You are not safe and never will be again, but you are necessary. My name isn't important anymore. The ledger has already erased it from its pages, just like it did all the others. I was the keeper for 17 years. 17 years of claw marks at my door, whispers in my wall, and spirits walking where no footprints should be. This book isn't just a collection of stories. It's a field guide, a record, and a warning. Most of what lives in these hills don't take too kindly to memory. I've recorded all I could. Not just stories, but phenomenon, creatures, omens, and the rituals that bind them. You'll find instructions. You'll find names scratched out and rewritten. Don't trust every ink stroke. Some pages rewrite themselves to hide what doesn't want to be seen. There is a method to the madness contained within. Red ink means blood was shed to know the truth. Crossed out entries indicate the entity has moved on. And burn marks, well, they're not my doing. The ledger smolders when watched. You are the keeper now. The last one, maybe, or perhaps just the next of many. Protect this ledger. Add to it. And never stop looking sideways in the mirror. The left behind always find their way home. The Ledger of the Left Behind, a field guide to the paranormal and peculiar in Giles County, Tennessee. And this was already burnt all through here. The preface says, there are places in this world where time doesn't pass as it should. Places where something lingers long after the living have left. This book is a record of such places. It is passed down not by blood, but by burden. Every entry in this ledger speaks of strange things left to rot in southern Middle Tennessee. Haunted bridges, cursed springs, buildings that breathe when they shouldn't. These entries have been gathered from quiet lips and fading memories. Some were told in fear, others out of guilt. There is no promise of truth in these tales, only that they were told. The chill in your spine is yours to reckon with. Tread carefully. What is in the dark knows your name. And I just started my channel in February, y'all. This journal, hell, even the letter, it's way older than that. That night, when I laid down to go to sleep, I just kept hearing water dripping. Drip, drip, drip. Not in the house anywhere, though. I checked. It was in my head. Like the river was still inside me, still echoing. I finally gave up trying to sleep and got up and thought I'd go over the journal. And as soon as I opened it, that sound stopped. The next morning, when I was brushing my teeth, I know it sounds crazy, but I swear to y'all, it's like my reflection just lagged. Like it just stood there, not moving, not saying anything, not blinking. And then I got a phone call in the middle of the night. Blocked number. There was no person on the other end of the line, though. It was just river sounds. And when I hung up and laid the phone back down, the phone was wet. I'm talking dripping wet. I'm surprised it still works, to be honest with y'all. Oh, I know it sounds like I'm losing my mind. And there's this crow that's been showing up every morning. It just sits there on the same branch outside my window. Never moves, never calls, doesn't even blink. Just sits there and stares. The other morning, when it showed up, it had a piece of string in its beak that looked exactly like the string used to bind this journal. And it started to smell like mud in here. Not mildew, mud, like that slimy bottom of the river kind of mud. And no matter how much I clean, it still smells like that. The other day, I went to read a section or two out of the book. And y'all, I was only sitting down looking at it for maybe 5 minutes. But when I got up, it was dark outside. The clock said 4 hours had passed. How's that possible? And every time I open the book now, it gets cold. I'm talking ice cold. Like, see your breath cold. But as soon as somebody walks in, it stops. And then this morning, when I woke up, I saw this. Y'all, I'm creeped out for real. I'm confused. I mean, I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed... See, the page opened to entry 004, the Hannah Ward Bridge. Logged, November 15th, 1950. Location, bridge over Richland Creek. Classification, auditory apparition / residual haunting. Description, at night the bridge emits faint whispering, distinctly feminine, often mistaken for wind until words form. Don't let him take me. Named for Hannah Ward, a school teacher who vanished in 1913. Her bonnet was found snagged on the railing after a student claimed Miss Ward walked into the creek with 2 shadows. Phenomenon. Footprints where no one has walked. Handprints appear on car windows. The bridge trembles without cause. A woman's scream when the air is still. Related entries. 001. The same twine strands found on the bonnet is found on the Pigeon Roost Boys. Entry 011, redacted. Notes something beneath the water. Living. Watching. Status. Active. Warn travelers to keep windows rolled up when in the area. And then I guess there's a note from a different keeper because it's in different handwriting. It's dated September 16th, 1966. A young couple reported screams from all the way around the car. The vehicle stalled multiple times. And then it says her voice is getting louder every day. Huh. I guess the ledger just answered the question of what I'm supposed to do with the book. I think I'm supposed to go investigate the Hannah Ward Bridge. I can't do it tonight. I'm too exhausted. But you guys, you'll come with me, right? Good. Until then, y'all be good.